The seventh day is a Shabbat for Adonai. On it, the Israelites were to abstain from any kind of ordinary work. In the morning and afternoon of the Nisan 15th, per Leviticus 23, 7 and 8, the Israelites were to rest from prohibited work on the first day of Passover. They were also to partake of the Paschal meal. At sunset on Nisan 15th, every man was to begin a 49-day count. Within this time frame, every man of Israel and his family were forbidden from eating bread baked from new grain, parched grains from new grain, or ripened grains from new grain. Leviticus 23:10, 14, and 15. On Sivan 6th, the priests were to do a wave offering of 3.6 pounds of new wheat, while every household was to bring 2 loaves of baked leavened bread with 1 gallon of fine flour. Leviticus 23:17. The priests were to offer 4 young bulls, 2 rams, 14 male lambs as a burnt offering, just like Passover and the Feast of Booths. Pentecost had a grain offering and a sin offering of a male goat in an effort to provide atonement. Per Leviticus 23:21, the chosen people were to rest from labor on Shavuot or Pentecost. Leviticus 23, 1 through 22. When they were to enter the gates of the inner courtyard, they were to wear linen vestments. When they left, they were to remove their linen turbans, linen underclothes, and linen robes. They are not to shave their heads, but keep their hair trimmed. A priest was to abstain from wine and marry only a daughter of Israel or a priest's widow. They are not to shave their heads, but keep their hair trimmed. A priest is to abstain from wine and marry only a daughter of Israel or a priest's widow. They were to teach the laymen the difference between holy and common, enabling them to determine what was clean and what was unclean, or ritualistically pure and ritualistically impure. Additionally, they were to judge in controversies and render decisions in adhering with Torah. No priest would be permitted to approach a dead non-priestly man. Only if the death was in his immediate family could he tend to the dead body. After burying the relative, they were to be purified and isolated for a week. After the week ended, he was to make a sin offering. Their inheritance is to be this: I myself am their inheritance. You are not to grant them any possession in Israel. I myself am their possession. They are to eat the grain offerings, sin offerings, and guilt offerings. Everything in Israel devoted to Adonai will be theirs. The first of all the first fruits of everything and every voluntary contribution of everything from all your offerings will be for the priests. You are also to give the priest the first of your dough, so that a blessing will rest on your house. The priests are not to eat anything, bird or animal, that dies naturally or is torn to death. Ezekiel 44, 15 through 31. It is in union with Christ that the Gentiles, regardless of which two genders or the status of being a slave or free, along with Israel, have become the King's immersed children through such trusting faithfulness. Such union is the intended meaning of the seed of Abraham regarding Genesis 12:7, 13:15, 7 Kings 7 and 24:7. Galatians 3:26 through 29.